So we've got about 30,000 years of history and evolution to go through, so we've got about 3 minutes to do it. We're going to have to do this fairly quickly. So what is the ultimate weapon? If you were to ask a Japanese person today, they would point to a nuke. Now we've got a history with them in Japan which will not be forgotten anytime soon. But what if you go back to the Jomon Period, in which they didn't have technology? You'd probably find clubs made out of conch shells, you'd find axes made out of turtle bones, you'd find a stick with a stone tied to it. Very primitive arms. It was only upon the Yayoi period, approximately, in which cast bronze weapons became a thing. Now these revolutionized warfare because you could have something that didn't break the moment it struck something other than flesh. However, they were heavy, they were hard to make, they dulled quickly, and if they broke, that was it, you were done. So upon the Heian period, we were finally able to refine iron weaponry. Really the weapons that we recognize as Japanese. The naginata, the katana. Now, the iron used to make these tools was very scarce, hard to refine, and extremely expensive. So they didn't have a lot of it. Their swords were only 1 to 3 pounds, whereas if you look at European weapons and equipment, much, much heavier. So a Japanese suit of armor with all weaponry was approximately 1 to 3 kilograms of steel and would still cost you a fortune. Where in Europe, where they had a ton of iron, you had upwards of 80 kilograms. You covered yourself in steel. Now, the joke could be made about white people being somewhat insecure and having to cover themselves up, but we won't go there. Now, this also leads to the problem of you have extremely refined weaponry. So you need to find a way to protect yourself. You can't cover yourself in armor, so you build a castle. Now I don't care how sharp your axe is or how much you can bench press. If you can bench press a Volvo, that's great for you. But you are not going to be able to chop down a castle. So, I could continue to go on about further evolution of weaponry, the Tagemashima, which is the Japanese rifle or arquebus, as well as the catapults, the explosive pots, and other improvised weaponry that was used to fend off castles, and the evolution of castles to prevent this. However, we are running out of time. So I'll leave you with the notion that no matter how much you lift, bro, you can't lift a stone fort. Thank you.